Good evening, Twitch, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. We are not sponsored by whattimeisitRightNow.com, but we can still appreciate that everyone is tuning in from a different time zone. If you let me know where you're tuning in from today by writing in chat, that would be very cool. Curious to know where everyone is today. We always get a nice mixed international crowd here. I'm excited about today's stream. I don't know about you. Are you excited? I'm mainly excited because I'm a little bit tired of this data set, if that makes sense. The past 4 or 5, we've had 4 streams actually, with one stream in between doing something else, but we've been looking at this for 4 streams and I'm kind of burnt out on it. But luckily today we get to do cool stuff. We get to do the coolest stuff, actually, because the coolest part of working with data is the analysis work, in my opinion. And that is exactly what we get to do today. I'm just finishing my setup here. If anyone is interested in asking questions, you are more than welcome. Just making sure we got all our ducks in a row. Make sure everything is ready. So yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from, why you're tuning in, why you think this stream is interesting. Personally, I think it's interesting, but you know, may not be the case. Of course, if it's not interesting for you, feel free to go check out something else. Plenty of very cool streamers around who are streaming lots of really interesting content. So I'm just getting the files ready because we will also need to look at some files doing the cleanup work. There we go. We have everything ready, which means we can dive right in. What is this, you ask? This is my console, if you're a developer. If you're a data person, then you may recognize this IDE, DataGrip. This is for me to connect to my database. What database, you ask? Well, I am using a local Postgres database running in Docker. So everything is running within Docker. We can just bring up the Docker dashboard here, in case you were wondering how that works. So this is my Docker container, or this is my Docker instance with the Postgres container. It's actually called PostgreSQL because it has the spatial plugin auto-loaded, because we'll probably be doing something with spatial analysis sooner or later. And look who is here, my friends. Did somebody page? Because I think the doctor is in the house. Dr. Dynamite is here. You are all saved. Do show some love for Dr. Dynamite because he streams very cool content over at his channel. So do hop on over there when you have the chance. Not right now, because it's obviously my stream. You shouldn't leave, right? So yes, we shall be doing something with spatial analysis at some point, but not today. Today we are finishing this thing. And when I say finishing, you see how I've named the file. I mean, named the stream, which is the name of my file. I don't know, after my week, my mind is fried. I need the help. Well, I'm sure you know what kind of medication you need, doctor. So, what's happening? This is what's happening. We are analyzing the crap out of my own supermarket receipts. Toe is yet another glorious member of the Claw. Also worth having a look over at Toe's channel, who streams also science and technology. So do check that out. Again, not right now. You can go over there and follow now, but obviously don't switch over because we're supposed to be watching my stream now. All right, so what are we doing? We are doing the following. I will explain the steps we did the last 4 streams in case you weren't here. And if you weren't, shame on you. No, I'm kidding. If you weren't here, it's understandable. No one can catch everything. My stream should be Nerd Tragically Fumbles with Code. So mine would be Nerd Tragically Fumbles with Data. Yeah, what is the situation? The situation is we have 800 PDF receipts. What receipts, you ask? Well, these receipts are from my supermarket. Now, my supermarket has a loyalty card, much like a lot of supermarkets do. And if you use your loyalty card, you have an option and to get your receipts sent to you digitally. Toe language. Yes, it is big data because it's 800 PDFs, which are quite large. Some of them are even 3 pages long. It's pretty impressive. In any case, I have signed up for this service, which is free, since several years. I think 2015. Something we can find out later. And so they send me a receipt every time that I use my loyalty card. And I'm very loyal. Thank you. I think this was Ian. Yes, it was Ian. Hi, Ian. Once again, what an entrance. I actually added a new sound, which you may be very interested in, called Announcement. I'm not sure if you know where it comes from, but if someone plays it, I'll explain it. In any case, welcome to the stream, Ian, and anyone else who is joining. So basically, what I wanted to figure out is, can I take these receipts and put them in a database? And of course, the answer is yes, but the question is how? And so we spent the better part of 2 streams with a lot of help from chat. Thank you, chat, and to all those who supported. Finding a way to automate this process, because I was happy to do it once manually, but not 800 times. Therefore, we had to use some code. I went full developer. I downloaded VS Code. Congratulations to myself. And once I downloaded VS Code, we used some PDF to JSON magic. Let's take a look here at what that actually looked like. So this was, where was this? PDF to JSON. Somewhere here, yeah. So this is convert.js. This is the script we used. It's not that exciting. It basically just takes whatever's in the PDFs and just puts it into an array, and then it writes the array to a CSV file. And then the CSV file just gets appended to one massive CSV file. So that at the end, it's one CSV that I can import into my database, into Postgres. There's one issue with this. I'm sorry for everyone who just got blinded by white light. There's one issue with this, and I'd like to show that in this file. The top of the PDF has the same structure for all of the PDFs. However, as soon as there is more than one item in the order, so this, for example, this row here, this one here, okay, I can't highlight. This one here, you see how it stops at total CHF? That's basically because there's only one item. But as soon as there's 2 items, the number of columns changes. And this, my friends, is the main issue, because this is called unstructured data, or semi-structured, if you will, because not all rows share the same columnar structure, which means when we import it this way, it's pretty nasty looking. and it actually looks something like this. And we actually decided to just import it then just comma separated. And the reason to do that was because we can't decide which columns go where. We can decide up to a certain point, up until this Zusatz. That's actually the top of the PDF. If we look at one of the PDFs again, randomly, you see this Zusatz bit? That is where the standardization of the PDF stops. And then it's just all the articles and different numbers, and sometimes you use credit card and sometimes not, and etc. So that is the tricky part. But we finished that. We did that part. So thanks, Chad. So if you're here today, you're here for the fun part, which is we had everything in this supermarket raw table, and it was pretty nasty looking. So we cleaned it up. It was actually a pretty extensive query. We can go look at the console for it. I think it was 85. Nope. 84. Where was it? 82. Yep. This one. I knew I'd find it eventually. I have saved it, by the way. It's not just living here, in case you're wondering. So this was the query that we had. As you can see, it's 218 lines of SQL, which is pretty impressive. So first we split out the header, then we had to extract the rest of the field itself because it was one column, right? We had to start splitting it out, and then we had to do stuff where we split it into a table, so we could work with the data. And then we started just iterating through certain checks. So we matched for certain characters, and then we did, basically we figured out which article ends where, because how many columns for each article is always different, etc., etc. This is not super exciting. And eventually we got to this ridiculous case where we had to basically iterate it, kind of like a loop in a way, over all of the different arrays. And then we created this final array, which basically meant that we handled all of the articles. So we didn't know how many articles were in each order, but we managed to somehow figure that out. Then we do some cleanup work. I don't even remember all this stuff, and this was like 3 days ago. We had to find the troublemakers, which was a bit tricky, ones that aren't formatted properly, and I'm going to come to that in a second because there's still a few rows that we didn't catch here. And then in the end there's an article list, which is a list of all the articles, and then we join it together, that article list, we join it back onto itself. So basically we create a purchase ID out of the store name, the purchase date, and the purchase time, which becomes an ID, an identifier. There is a transaction identifier, but I couldn't be bothered to just scrape it out of the PDF, so that's what we did. And then that was it. And we ended up with this amazing data set. Oh, professional grade beginner. Hello there, my friend. So we ended up with this supermarket shiny table, which was an amazing name suggested by Regex Test, who might turn up today, who knows? Or might already be in chat. If you hear Rick, say hello. And now we have this supermarket shiny. And what's the difference? Supermarket shiny is columnar. So everything is Humpty-Dory, you would think. The first thing we do when we have a table in a database is ask ourselves the question, is the data clean? So has someone gone in and scrubbed it? And I see that Ian has contributed 2,660 points to Facecam, which has me slightly concerned that we're going to hit that goal a lot sooner than I thought. There's actually 30 days on this challenge to contribute channel points to, and we're already at 23%. This is very worrying. Oh no, Ian, you've used all your points. The nice thing is you can still use bits for other things, as we know by your beautiful entrances. So bear with me, chat. Listen to this. I know that I created this table. Oh my gosh. It's a raid. I thought you were already here. What kind of sorcery is this? You come in and say hello and then raid. You're not even streaming, but how did you end up raiding me? That's pretty awesome. I tried to press buttons. Cool. I like it. I'll take it. We've been raided. That's the first raid of the day. Awesome. I have no problem with that. So I know that I created this table, but I know that it has problems. I know it's not perfect. And so what I'm going to try and do is actually just do the final underscore v3 cleansing, just to make sure it's really, really solid. So this is the first thing I know, is that this article sold price, essentially there's 3 columns. There's an original price, which I truncated to origin. There's a sale price if it was on sale, and then the actual sold price. And I know that this particular construct, so if the article sold price is 1, basically if the article sold price doesn't contain a dot, so not like, this is like really crappy, but basically if it doesn't contain a dot, I know those are wrong. Okay, so we have 47 rows that have issues. And guess what? Obviously, there's like some items that trigger this for some reason. So we can actually mass mutate these. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. So we can actually mass edit rows, I believe. We can actually edit. I think we can mass edit. Can we mass? We can actually set them to null. But I know that we can also overwrite them somehow. Not sure how we would do it. Maybe with the purchase ID and the row number, or just writing into the rows. In any case, this is going to be like these 47 rows out of the entire table. The entire table is, just out of curiosity, the entire table is 6,784. So that's 6784 rows. Now that's not purchases, right? If we do account distinct, we can see purchase ID. So this is the purchase ID I created, right? 787. So we have 787 unique purchases. And that's very cool, because that's a significant amount of personal data, I would say. I mean, I don't know anyone else who's logged 787 of their purchases in this way. Maybe someone has. Feel free to let me know in chat if you have. But yeah, we are at this point where I just want to get these sorted out, because the price is kind of an important one. So what do I need here? I need the purchase ID. I need, I don't know, the store name. Yeesh. What else do we need? The article row, article name, quantity, article origin price, sale price. Why did I name these this way? I should have used a different one. All right, so it's a bit easier to see now. Now what we're gonna do is, I think we should just order by article name, so that we can just fix all of the ones that have the same name. They have the same problem, basically. These are all wrong, okay? So let's see if we can actually mass mutate rows. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Let's see, 1 second. I need to blur because I need a browser window. There we go. Mass edit multiple rows. Oh, need to unblur. Mass edit multiple rows, data grip. Edit multiple columns. Please tell me. Oh wow, copy and paste. Okay. Fun. We're supposed to copy paste. Well, that's fine. So the quantity here is 1. So for these ones, we're looking at some kind of papiertasche, which is basically a plastic bag. So it's not a great thing. And there's like a couple that are more expensive for whatever reason. Oh no, these are paper bags. Sorry, not plastic. These are like paper shopping bags. So we're gonna just select these ones. Where, blah, blah, blah. And article name, like, just to get these. All right, so you see these are all 30 cents and they are all marked as sale price 30 cents. And that's not right because they're not on sale. This is the same. So our sort of formula here didn't work. So I actually want to delete these and I actually want to null these. Can I set to null? You know what I also should do? I just realized I should actually copy this because I'm not sure. I'm not sure, I might not mess something up today. So this is supermarket raw backup. Oh wait, that's the raw table. I don't care about the raw table. I care about the shiny table. So we're gonna copy table to personal. Supermarket shiny backup. Import. Do. Done. So it's been backed up. That's great. Very cool. Mr. Meow! Nice to have you. Just realized that the bottom bar is being covered by my stats. Nice to see you, Meow. Is it very early or very late for you? I keep forgetting. So we have all of these. Let's null them. Now that we've backed up the thing. Set null. Okay. So that's fine because we don't want them to be... We don't want them to have a value. And now it's been nulled. I just submitted that. And these ones we want to modify to the same as this. Now I don't know if... Oh, we can. We can just copy paste. Submit. Bam. Problem solved. Okay. That was pretty cool. Look at that, we fixed the first thing already. Okay. Next thing. So let's see, Ökoplan Shopper. So these are 5 Rappen, so 5 cents for you non-Swiss people. These are 5-cent plastic bags. And I know I shouldn't buy plastic bags, but I didn't really buy these very often. It happens occasionally when I really don't have a bag with me and I bought more stuff than I really expected, but I always reuse them, so that's why I have so little. Out of 787 purchases, I've bought a plastic bag like what? How many times? 22 times. So not so bad. In any case, the price is fine. This is not. We should null this. And we should actually copy this over to here. And we can submit, and this problem is now solved as well. Now, these ones are a little bit more tricky because these have individual prices. But because the order is correct, we can actually just see here so that some things, camel filters, that's interesting. Oh, I think I bought something when I was with a colleague of mine back when I worked there, because I don't smoke, so that's kind of funny that it's in there. That's interesting. So, oh, Steve, you are raiding with a party of 1. Are you raiding on your own? What is it? Oh no, 21. Sorry, I misread that. I misread that one. That's interesting. In the activity feed, it says 1. Very interesting. Welcome, Steve. It's been saying 1 overlays all evening. Very interesting. We need to do a shout out for Steve and Squishy. The reason is Steve has been streaming for an entire month. Okay, not non-stop. We're not, you know, this isn't what's his face, Ludwig. But Steve has been streaming throughout the month of March, every single day. I believe he only missed 1 day, which is acceptable, of course. And all of that revenue from Twitch is going to charity. And that is that's something I can really get behind, because I also do the same thing. Not to plug it, but all of my revenue goes to charity. And I think it's really great when people do that. I really do. I think it's such a great thing to do. And I have mad respect for Steve giving up a huge amount of revenue to charity. So do tune into his streams. They're usually at a very convenient time because they're just before mine. So you can just log on and go to Steve's stream, and then you can join the massive raid over to this one. And Ian, were you stream sniping by any chance? Being in 2 streams at once? Sneaky suspicion. So we have sorted out problems with most of these. So I can see the real prices. These ones are equal. I could also add it to the query, but it's really not necessary with this many rows. I can see that these are equal. So I can null these and just copy these prices over here. And now we only have 1 left. And this one's a bit messed up. So what we have to do is actually go back to this actual purchase. We've definitely passed $560 so far. Wow, that's incredible. That is really, whew, that's incredible, really. Think of all these people receiving this kind of revenue. I mean, at this kind of donation is just gonna blow their minds, really. That's so great. So what do we do now? We can actually go back to this receipt. Where is it? Okay, blurry time. Sorry. I gotta protect my data. What did you expect? This is a data stream. I gotta protect my data. Where is this stuff? I actually don't remember where I put it now. Did I put it in here? Oh yeah, it's in here. All right. So we can go look. This was in Silburn. 2020-04-27. Is that my blurry secrecy screen? Looks familiar. Well, it's been borrowed from Loose, I believe. Is the original recipe, if you will. 2020-04-27. There we go. 1420. Yep. So this is all the stuff we bought, and somewhere here there will be this shrimp. Crevetin is shrimp. Here we go. And the reason this caused problems, can you see? There's 2 commas in the article name. And this is This is why, yeah, this is why it didn't work. Oh, so Luce borrowed it from you. Oh, then we need to give credit where credit's due. Steve. Even Steffi says Steve had the idea. Hi, Steffi, by the way. I'm loving all the bar charts next to people's names. Makes me super happy to see that. And as they mutate into more colorful ones, it should be very exciting. Yes. So this is why this didn't work, because of the commas in here. So it's easy to fix. Oh, 1 second, sorry. Coughing fit, sorry. Not COVID. So yes, we have to fix this, which is relatively easy because we know what the original values are, and because it's only one row, we can change this. So it was 2205 originally. And the quantity is 450 grams, which we also need to correct because it has a weird thing in here. What's the quantity normally? Oh, actually it would be 1. So we actually need to update this to 1. The origin price was 2205. The sale price was 1495. 1495. We'll put 1495 in here because that's the final price it was sold at, and we commit. And now we have solved the last of our woes, hopefully. Voila. So there are some, I know there are some that have some issues. So for example, there are these, for example. 150 Stück. I don't even know what that is. It's 150 pieces of something. I can go look what this is and fix it. Because obviously some of these things are going to be a bit weird. So what I would like to do, because the article names are going to be quite important, I would actually just like to have a look through the article names just to see what comes up. There's probably a lot of articles, yeah, 1800, but just to sort of scroll through and see if there's any odd ones, because they should all actually match my what's it called, my regular expression that I did, or regex as somebody likes to call it. So we will do a little regex test for this. Regex match. So article name, what's the pattern we're looking for? We're looking for anything with white space in the beginning. And we'll say it's case insensitive for now. I think this is the right syntax. No. Text equals Boolean. We just regex match? I'm not sure how to use. This is odd. I'm actually not sure how to use this. Article name in. Okay, wait. Equals? That's odd. Okay, let's check out what regex match says. Matches. Oh, it's matches. Oops. That's the reason. It's a pretty dope track. Set returning function is not allowed in where? Oh, because it can return multiple items. Okay. Let's try again with in. Maybe that's the way. No, it needs the brackets. No. Okay, then we're not doing it that way. Article name like empty space. starts with empty space. All right, so we have 3 items. Not good. Not good. Not good. So I'm gonna copy that. And now we're gonna do in, add like this. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to see which purchases they appear in. And then I can go to the PDFs and actually solve for what they actually mean. Persican, hola to you. So let's do select star. Oh, good. They don't appear in too many purchases. Very interesting items, of course. So let's go by purchase. I gave them all this purchase ID. How are you today, Persican? How's everybody doing in chat today? It's Monday, new week. New week, new problems. Order by 1. So yeah, let's look at the first one. The first one is Dietcon Silbern. So they obviously have a problem with their article names. Dietcon Silbern 2019 04 27. Oh, that's actually the same one we had before. Maybe they had a bug on that day or something. So there was an item. Let me just move this out of the way. There was an item called Gerüst 95 grams, I think. Is that the one? Yeah. That was the one causing problems. We just have to look for it. Ah, here. Saitaku Sesam Salmon Schwarz. That's actually sesame seeds. Anything good came out of the recipes project? I had 3 recipes. I actually didn't try them out yet. I wanted to. But I think I'll need to work with that data set again. Zephyr, nice to see you. Hello to you. So we can actually rename this to Saitaku Sesam Salmon Schwarz. Can I open this? Let's actually open it. Come on. There we go. So I'll actually just copy this. Gerüst 95 grams. You see the comma here caused the issue, right? So yeah, it is what it is. I can't do anything about that. So that's fine. Article quantity, blah blah blah. We'll commit that. What's next? Geschält. Geschält. What is geschält? Geschält means what's the word? Geschält. Steffi, help me. When you take the shell off, deshelled. Given, I've never used Postgres. Syntax looks exactly like MS SQL. Nice egg pun. Is that right? So the syntax is not 100% the same. It's not the same flavor of SQL. It's a different flavor. C for oh dang. For what now? So we have to go to 2019 09 06 or 04 15 because we're already here. What is geschält? What was it? What was it? Did I buy nuts? Where is it? Geschält. Ah. Betty Bossi Kartoff gekocht geschält. Wow, okay. It's potatoes. Potatoes which have been cooked and already peeled. Peeled, that's the word. Thank you, Steffi. You're in my thoughts. For the comma that was breaking things. Yeah, I mean, commas break everything. When you do comma separated values, and that's the main learning I would take from this, is that I would actually use a different separator. We wouldn't have had this problem. I thought comma was safe, but no, comma was not safe. I should have written the file in my VS Code. I should have actually written the file as, I don't know, pipe or something, and then just imported it with pipe separated, essentially. I mean, imported it as one field, but I would have the things separated by pipes, and then it wouldn't have had the issue with this. We still would have had the problem with the Zusatz, right? Because it would have still interpreted these as multiple fields, which was still an issue. But the article names wouldn't have been a problem. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm actually going to copy it up to here because I'm accurate. And I know I've bought these twice. So I'm going to do both of these because they are exactly the same quantity as well. Ooh, I should adjust the quantity. Actually, the quantity would be... Oh yeah, 0.402. That's correct. Okay. So we'll submit those. Now comes the mysterious 150 pieces item. So 0423 in Silburn. 150 pieces of something. What is it going to be? I'm pretty interested to see what it is, because I can't think for the life of me what 150 pieces of. Oh, cosmetic towels. I see, I see. So we can close this one out. So we have these Coop Cosmetic Tücher zweilagig. Okay, so we can just do that and submit. So I've solved at least the ones where the article name has some weird stuff. Like, I don't know. So it starts, I don't know, let's say it starts with nothing. That's fine. What else could be the issue? I don't know, I guess we'll just have to sort of scroll through just to make sure there's nothing weird in there. Alright. Let's just have a little scroll and see if there's anything odd. Like, formatting and stuff, I'm not so concerned about. That's just the way it is. And they're not perfect, and that's fine. Like some lowercase, uppercase, capitalized, non-capitalized, all that kind of stuff. I don't care about that. A lot of Betty Bossy stuff, that's fine. Bio, 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 which basically just means healthy. Like natural. Cadbury fingers. It's good I already ate, because this is gonna definitely make me hungry. Coke in all kinds of forms. Pretty much every permutation of Coke. And doesn't look so bad. So 1800 items is like 4 pages, right? So we can definitely go through 4 pages just to see if there's anything really, really, really that stands out. Seems okay to me so far. That's a weird name, but okay. Finnish Quantum. Okay. It will be very interesting to discover what my food habits are like. Okay, so that seems okay. Let's go to the next page. Karma, karma, karma. Carrots. Okay. Kebab. Really? Didn't know they had that. Okay. Kellogg's. So their names are pretty good. They're not bad. They're not bad. I expected this to be a lot worse, to be honest with you. So this is pretty good. The problem is classifying these. Like, this is all Latich, right? If we had to write a case when for all of these, ugh, that's gonna be gross. But I have an idea what we could possibly try if we wanted to do that today. If chat was interested, maybe we could try something out. Limette, Lindt, it's all like chocolate stuff. But See, because I would like to have the categories of these items. If I had like this list and then the category and all that kind of stuff, that would just make this whole process a lot easier. Menu Nachbar. Interesting. I think that's actually from the restaurant. If that makes sense. No, the restaurant would have a different... We only use supermarket PDFs because the loyalty card applies to a lot of different places. Interesting. I don't know. Not sure what that is. Mini M&Ms.
Wow.
Dave Herman. Oh, I think I know who that is. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. So these items actually look... Yeah, they look all right. I mean, nothing really stands out as being completely broken yet. OVA, which I have no idea what that is, but okay. Also interesting going through all the stuff I've ever bought. But yeah, last page. Doesn't actually look bad at all. This is... Plush is a stuffed animal. They have like rewards at our supermarket. Like if you spend a lot of money, they sometimes have these games and stuff. And these are actually rewards. And it's kind of funny because, yeah, one of these is an octopus. He's kind of cute. He's sitting in our gaming room on top of the speaker, watching us as we watch TV. Yeah, there's like all this brand stuff. Pre-guarantee is like the cheapest brand that they have. So it is kind of interesting because we could probably analyze stuff by brand to some extent. If we would trim the first word or something. Like Saitaku, right? Scotch B. This looks alright. What do we think, chat? Shall we go to the analysis part? Who's excited for that? I can't hear your excitement. That's why you have to write it in chat if you're excited. I am extremely curious. Yeah. Data viz! We might viz. This guy. We might data viz. First we have the data, then we might viz. So feel free to throw out questions. Feel free to throw out questions, but I think I'm gonna start looking at a few things. What are some of the things I wonder about? So let's just look at what kind of data set we have, right? This is what we have to work with. All these things. Interesting things to know. How many lines you have in this data? We have 6,784 rows, and we have 787 unique receipts, purchase dates, well, date times. No problem. That's asking is good. So one thing I wonder about. Oh, I didn't actually want to do that like that. The one thing I wonder about is, let's make some little comments here. Is it 1 year of buying? Ah, you see? Persican, you read my mind. Min, max, date range. What is like the actual time period that we're looking at? Then I also want to know which store are most popular for me. So which stores do I visit most? Also, what the? Don't autocorrect this. All right. Also, how much have I spent? Like, I'm a little bit afraid. Obviously, this isn't 100% accurate because I won't show it, but it's not 100% accurate because sometimes there is a receipt level discount applied. like for these rewards, for example, that cost 24 francs, but over the course of this many purchases, it's going to be pretty close. So these are 3 things I was wondering. Let's do it. Let's see if we can already min max. Okay. Min. Well, here's the question. If we do min date, what's it called? Purchase date. Max purchase date. Here we go. Here's the answer. So this is not a very good documentation place, but I'm looking into something at the moment that will be in a upcoming stream that will allow us to document things a bit nicer. Like a sort of BI notebook kind of thing. So, min-max 2015 09/28 and up until 2021 03/12. So this is up until the 12th of March, so pretty recent actually. That may be embarrassing. You could see if the pandemic had an influence on the price of certain items, according that the data span. Oh, very interesting. Price fluctuation of different items over time. That's really cool idea. That actually leads me to my point, my idea that I had as well, which is composition of purchases over time. This might be quite tricky because I don't have categories for the items. Maybe find the most frequent items to make a staples list. That's a cool idea. Most frequent items to make a staples list. This is cool. I'm liking the ideas, people. Keep them coming. I don't know if we'll get to everything, but you can always you always buy cheese, lunch meat, and chips and salsa. Okay. You already know your purchase behavior, so you don't need to spend 5 streams doing it. You can count yourself lucky. All right, so from 2015 September, end of September, so basically October, up until mid-March of this year. So solid, almost 4 years of data. With the question is, are there gaps? That's a very important question. Date gaps. So like purchase frequency over time. So that's something I want to answer first because that will determine a lot of other things about this analysis. Yes. So, sorry, I got distracted. Let's start with date gaps. How would we figure out if there are gaps? The easy way, like the most straightforward way. Honestly though, this whole project could be also displayed on a small TV with a Raspberry Pi to have some kind of budget for the week with a potential grocery list. Ooh, that's kind of a nifty idea. I hadn't thought of that. I have a Raspberry sitting around not doing much. I don't have a spare screen though. I can go crazy with data, that's my job. But for example, is there differences in what you buy in winter versus summer? Oh, seasonality, that's a great one. Very nice. I can tell you the answer to that would be yes, for sure, because some things are not even available. You eat more in winter. Is that because you're getting ready for hibernation? Also, Persican, your job in data, what specifically in data do you do? I'm curious about that. So let's find out if there's date gaps. So, okay, so the first way to do that is basically have a data set of all the dates that exist in your date range and find out where the gaps are. Or you take your data set and just map the counts. So if we do purchase date, like this basically, distinct purchase date, and then we do count distinct purchase ID. And just call it CO1. So this would be how many purchases happened per date. Group by 1, order by 1. I'm a data scientist working in an oceanographic group, basically looking at the state of the oceans using satellite data. Wow, that's fascinating. Very cool. Do you do a lot of modeling then, specifically? Looking at how the ocean is changing? Oh wow, that's really cool. Very, very cool. So order Y1 ascending. So this is what happens, right? Now we get basically every date with a column. But we don't know if this is good or not. We don't know the frequency here, right? We could just do date part. Or no, extract is better. No, wait, date trunk is what we want. I want to do purchase date up into the year. I always forget the format of date trunk. Where is that thing? Date trunk Postgres. I always forget if it's date part and then field, yeah. So basically purchase date, and I want to truncate it by month. So up until the month. So we'll call this purchase month. Oh. Date unknown. You might have to cast this. Timestamp without time zone does not... Oh, I think it's because this is not... Why is this not working? Date trunk. Date unknown does not exist. That's odd. It's already a date. Okay. Oh, wait, is it the other way around? Wait a second. This can't be. No. Okay, this is very weird. Date part. Oh. What? Okay, why is this not working? Column month does not exist? That's weird. This is very strange. Interval field. Yeah, okay. This is what I'm doing. Oh, because I'm because I'm using purchase ID. That doesn't work. My gosh, people. Okay, so this is now each month. Now, we may have gaps, but we don't know that. This is the problem. We can only look through them and see if there's 12 for every year, for example. Which is a bit silly, but it's possible. Or we use generate series, which I am more comfortable doing because I don't like the idea that we're missing something. So we're gonna call this gen select star from generate series. What do we want to do? Timestamp. So we want to do 2015-0101. This is going to be date. Then we want to do 2021-12-31 as a date. And we're going to do interval, I guess 1 day. If we're ever going to analyze the stuff by purchase time, we would need the times, but for now I think day is sufficient, to be honest. Chat, what do you think? We can always make it 1 hour later. This is just like the first iteration anyway. I guess it's all right. So then we do select blah blah blah, and instead of doing from here, we just do from time series. We'll just call this TS, and then we do left join, and left join is important because the supermarket table doesn't necessarily have all of the dates. So if you do an inner join, then it won't find all of them. Rick, good evening. You will lurk a bit if allowed. You are most certainly allowed. Use the lurk command if you desire. Yes, this table is named after you, Rick. Supermarket Shiny. You appeared in the credits as well when I went through the summary of last time's stream. So yeah, odd thing, quite an odd thing, is, well, basically the Supermarket Shiny, it might not have every single day because I didn't buy something on every single day. So for those dates that are missing, that's why we need to do a left join. For those dates that are missing, we won't have a count, which is null. So we'll need to do a little coalesce here, but that's fine. So how do we join this now? Basically, we have a day, and here we have a purchase day, which is purchase date. So we just do ss.purchaseDate equals, we can call this generate series, we can call it as full date, for example. It's just something I like to do to make it a bit easier. Equals ts.fulldate. And then we can say here, instead of this purchase month, we can do ts.fulldate. Ta-ta-ta-ta. And you see here, no purchases. And then eventually, oh, see, there's a couple purchases. And this is where we could start to visualize it if we wanted to see visually if there's any breaks. So basically where the purchases happen and where they don't. So, and it's nice that with the count it already did coalesce. I thought it would have been null, but the count is 0, so that's cool. So we'll call this number of purchases. Well, this tab 9 plugin is kind of cool. It's learning how I write stuff. Because I use the same aliases a lot, it's suggesting them instead of me having to write them every time. So Rick, if you're lurking, that's fine. We just had a list of questions that me and Chad have come up with. If you have other things you're wondering about this data set, which is now shiny and able to be analyzed, feel free to pop them in chat and we will see if we can get to them. Yes, so date gaps, purchase frequency over time. Let's fire up Metabase. I think that's the easiest way that we're going to be able to plot this. So Metabase is going to be localhost 3000. Oh yeah, I haven't fired it up. That's my bad. That is my bad, chat. While we're waiting, everyone can tell me how their Monday was so far. So all I'm doing is just clicking this to get Metabase up and running. It will take a minute or two until it's ready. How was your Monday? Mine was pretty alright for a Monday, I have to say. Really wasn't that bad. So let's check if this is already... Oh, here we go. Metabase is getting up and running. Now, we don't have a table with this data, but what we can do is we can just copy this beautiful query that we have into Metabase. Yeah, I'm signing into my local thing, so you know. All right, Postgres personal. Oh yeah, we have to sync this. It hasn't been synced in a while. Data model personal. Oh, we have to. Okay, databases, Postgres, sync and rescan. So that should have done the trick. Let's see. Postgres personal. Oh, interesting. Let's do a hard reload here. There we go. So we have supermarket shiny backup, which is in case we mess stuff up. It's always good to have a backup. And this is our table. So now what we can do is we can just go straight to SQL. So let's write this. Unfortunately, Metabase doesn't have a dark mode. I'm sorry about your eyes. I can make it really small for you if you want, chat. You can do like this. And then you have like a bit of dark mode from data grip still. But I think that's a bit silly. A lot of websites don't have. So these are all, yeah, these are all the days, right? We want to do the same thing that we did before. Date trunk, month, full date, oops. And this is called the date month, okay? We may need to, nope, the count is fine. Now it shows October 1st because that's just the beginning of the month, but that's just the way it is. Now we can go to visualization and we can go to, I don't know, bar. And Persican, you were asking for data viz. Now you've got it. This is very, very interesting. We can see a definite pattern here already. We can see, maybe we can do a classification to make it a little bit easier to read. Let's do like this. Instead of having the month, categorize. Or actually, yeah, let's categorize. This song's a bit weird. Let's change that. Although it's actually okay, it's fine. So we have this categorize, which I would like to do the following. Instead of just having date month, I would like to do case when date month, like, what do the values look like? This is the cool thing, you can actually go to table form and you see the actual values. So when date month like January, oh wait a second, I think there's an easier way to do this. Postgres date trunk. I'm actually curious if there is in date trunk, if there is, yes, quarter. That's the one. So instead of doing that, we'll just do quarter instead of month. Date quarter. Oops. All right. Play that. Visualize. Let's go with bar. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. This is really interesting because it's picking weird. Oh no, that's right. July, October, November, December. Yeah, that's right. So it's very interesting because no, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to stack. So for some reason, and don't ask me why this is, in 2018, I suddenly went shopping a lot less in the second and third quarter. 2018, what would be the reason for that? I know why that is. I had a motorbike accident in August of 2018. So that is the reason that I went shopping less. And my partner was doing the shopping and she didn't use the loyalty card. So that's the reason for this dip here. But over time, we can see that generally speaking, the amount of purchases actually went up over time. And then suddenly, last year, oh, that's very interesting. The number of purchases went down per quarter. Now, this doesn't tell the whole story because obviously the count of the purchases is only part of it. Let's look at the sum of the article sold price. Sum transaction. Oh, some text. Yeah, that doesn't work. We have to convert this. So this is why doing it in data grip is important. Per second, why did you say oh? Oh, because of the accident. Yeah, racetrack accident. It happens. And so this is what I don't like doing. I don't like jumping between these two things, you know? I just don't like doing that. I wish I could just do everything here. It would be a lot easier. Sum of transactions. So the article sold price is text. We have to convert it to float, I believe. I think that works. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna, what are we gonna do? Round this to 2 decimal places? Oh. Double precision does not exist. What? Okay. That's odd. Why can't I round the sum? Function round does not exist. That's not true. Please. Please, don't tell me round doesn't exist. I know it does. See? Round function Source and n. Default is 0. Okay. 2.0. It's doing something weird here. We're gonna just leave the round out for the moment. Fine, 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 fine. Alright, so this is working. So we'll just copy this back into Metabase, unfortunately. Just the way it is. Alright. So we need another Y series. Sum of transaction, and this one should be a line. So who sees the pattern? I see the pattern. Does anyone else see the pattern? I definitely see the pattern. Let me make it easier to see. Number of purchases, some transaction, spend. Let's call it spend. Come on, what is this? I don't know why this is not working. It's very weird. No function. Okay. Having an issue with round. I'm not sure why that is. Weird. Well, who sees it? Chat? Who sees it? I can tell you what I see. I see the amount of money I'm spending per quarter going up. But I also see, as this number of transactions drops, I actually see the same amount of spend, more or less. July, that summer, I obviously spent a lot of money. July, August, September. And then there was a sharp drop for some reason. I don't know, I maybe did some hoarding there. Maybe some COVID hoarding, I don't know. But yeah, this is like how much we spend on groceries a month. A quarter. It's about 500 a month, which was my estimate. And so that is basically what happened. With COVID, we went out less, right? We don't have like curbside delivery and stuff like that, but we spent more or less the same amount. We even had like a sort of hoarding phase, and then we sort of checked ourselves and said, oh, actually, okay, maybe we don't need that much stuff. I know I bought a lot of like canned goods and stuff because we were kind of running kind of low. But yeah, that is the pattern that we see. It's very interesting. If anyone has insights to offer or questions, then feel free to ask. So this was, okay, date gaps. There is a date gap. Summer 2018, motorbike accident caused a drop in frequency, but not in spend amount. All right, which stores are most popular? So what I'll do is I will take this whole thing and make a new console, just so we can start again. And this I will leave here as kind of these two, if that makes sense for y'all. So what do we want to do here? Min max we did, this we did. Which stores are most popular? Or chat, do you prefer, like, is there something you'd like to see first? Oops. Is there something you'd like to see first? Feel free to suggest. It's very quiet today. Everyone's lurking. Let's see. So I want to do like the stores thing because I'm just curious. No preferences. What are you already working on? Well, we have everything here. I mean, we don't need to follow this. I'm curious which stores are interesting for me, like which stores I go to most often, but that's relatively easy. I just do I actually don't need the time series for now. I just do distinct store name, count distinct purchase ID, count purchase count, frequency count. So these are all the stores I've ever been to. There's 45 stores. Do you already know how much money you saved by buying products with special prices? Ah, this is a very good one. I forgot about that. How much money have I saved through discounted items? That's a very cool question. I like that one. Let's take that up. I think that's very interesting as well. So my stores, this was more just a curiosity for me. It wasn't actually something, we can actually just use this. We don't even need a time series. It can be literally this easy. Oh yeah, and something I like to do, I just sort of put the questions at the top. But again, I'm looking into something that will make it easier for me to do this kind of work. Because I don't really like this the way it is. Like the notes and stuff should not be in the IDE, in my opinion. So which stores are most popular for me? We could put everything in one thing, actually. Why don't we do that? That could be kind of cool. We just put everything into one giant tab. So which stores are most popular? Order by 2, descending. Here's the answer. It's not going to surprise me. Oh, interesting. Okay, no, I am surprised actually. I actually have not surpassed yet, but I was buying, for many years, that's true. For several years, I was going through Zurich main station and buying breakfast there in the morning, which is why the frequency count is so high. However, this is like our staple store. It's the relatively large store nearby. Obviously in Rapperswil, where I was working for several years, 3.5 years. Schlieren Reed Park, which is close by, is obviously getting where we live now, is obviously getting more popular. And then where I was working last at Letzi Park, but I didn't go there that often. Yeah, and then there's sort of like the long tail of stuff. So that's cool. Really interesting. There's some interesting stores in here. Jörg Stadelhofen T. Okay. Average cart basket per store would be helpful to weigh the importance of each store. You're right. Most certainly. Average sum. So if we do the sum of the article sold price, and then we do the average. No, that doesn't make sense. We just do a sum first. Sum, what is this? Transaction total? Total spend, basically. Sum text, yeah, same problem. All right. But of course we'd have to divide it by the number of frequency, right? Because otherwise we don't know what the importance is. So we do with base data as, we don't even need a CT. Let's just do it raw, straight up nested SQL. Oh, this is, come on. Select star from, like this, T1, and we're gonna do store name, and then we'll do frequency count, and then we do total spend divided by frequency count as average spend per visit. Here we go. And that more or less compounds what I said before. Let's do the order by 3 descending. So we do 3 and then 2. Oh no, order by 3 ascending. Hold on a second. Descending. Yeah, exactly. A cheap breakfast indeed. Order by 3 and then 2 descending. Ah. Why isn't it doing this? I thought it could go backwards. Aha, yeah, it can only do, yeah, of course. So basically, although these are my top 3 stores, they have crazy different spend. I could sort in the subquery first, so if I do order by 2 descending and then order by 3 descending, but it results in the same thing because it has to sort by one of them, right? It's basically doing both. Like if 2 were tied, then it would choose the one with the highest frequency. Yeah. But yes, it is kind of interesting. So silver, my average spend is 83, and the closest one is Vurenlingen, but I've only been there once. Folketsville, Folkeland is also generally a large purchase, and it's kind of interesting because these are large stores. Hinwil as well, Dietlikon as well, but like other places like Tjernez, where I was once on holiday, or you know, Bonstetten, these are not large stores. Reed Park is also relatively small, and our average, the average is smaller. This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense, but it's good to know. It's good to know. So that's that. Not that interesting to see, just, you know, curiosity. Okay, that's fine. I don't know the distance from home to each store in the dataset, no. Also, it'd be hard to calculate because I'd have to calculate when I moved in there as well, because I've moved twice within the last, yeah, within from 2015 to now I've moved twice, so yeah, bit tricky indeed. So that's that. Now, I don't really want to know how much I've spent. let's not. Doesn't make much sense. It's whatever I've spent, but this is more interesting. How much money I've saved through discounted items and price fluctuation is very, very interesting for me. So first of all, how much money have I saved through discounted items? Well, here's the question. How do we start with this kind of topic? Well, first we need to actually gather a set of items and compare the pricing. So let's say personal supermarket shiny. So article name, article sold price, sale price, article sold price. Let's do a little limit here. All right, so this is what it looks like. We have, if the sale price is null, oh yeah, see, it doesn't always work. If the sale price is null, we should have a cheaper price. Ah, hold on, no, sorry, this is wrong. Article origin price. Yeah, so basically, if there is a sale price, it was on special. So what we can do is just basically do origin price minus sold price, right? So if we do origin price minus sold price, so we do case when article sale price is not null, then just take the sums of the origin against the sum of the sold. Well, the thing is, I'd like to do it by article, you know? I guess you could just take the sums. But I kind of want to see which articles I'm buying discounted. That's the kind of thing I was going for. Like, the question is great, like how much money have I saved through discounted items, but like which items am I saving the most money on? That's the analyst in me is like, I want to go deeper. We must go deeper. So if the article sale price is not null, then use article origin price minus, which is like we don't even need to do it this way. Article origin price minus article sold price as discount value. Now we just do where article sale price is not null. Okay, so these are, ooh, text minus text, yeah. Float minus float. We will see if there's any errors now. There isn't. Okay. Order by to descending. All right. So discount value 61. Wow. Really? No way. That's crazy. Please calculate percent. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I see. This is the thing. This is the thing with this item. It's 3 steaks, right? And they are originally 76 per kilo. Per kilo. Yeah. So this is. So the saving is not. We can't do it this way. Chat. We can't do it this way because the sold price is not a factor of the origin. The origin price is the price per kilo in this case. Oh dear, 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 dear. For some items, I'm curious about something. What if we look at order by 2? No, 2. Yeah, there's some weird. Well, basically, This is wrong. I mean, it's not wrong. It just means it was on sale and there's no raw price. Because we don't know how much it would be. Yeah. See, for example, this one, okay? Rinse tartar is 57.50 per kilo. And the sale price here is different than this. Of course, because I'm not buying a kilo, it's whatever how much the rinse tartar weighed at the time. What is interesting for me is whether the sale price is the same as the sold price. That's what we need to be looking at. So when the sale price is not equal to the article sold price, that's what we need to be looking at. But there's only 25 items that fulfill that. Didn't I have an action price? Yeah, I did, yeah. Hold on a second. Let's check the ones where they're equal. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, okay. So these ones are all vegetables. And the thing is, these vegetables are, if they're on special, there is no original price. They're just on special. They have a sale price. I don't know how much money I've saved. I just know that I didn't pay full price. But I don't know the actual, how do you call it? Raw price? Raw. That's a food pun for you. So that's pretty tricky. It's a bit of a tricky one because we don't have the raw price. Let me think about that. Well, if we don't have the raw price, that's okay. What we can do is if there is a sale price, so the rinse things, can do where article name, like rinse. I think it was rinse or something. Oh. Yeah, so, okay, so here's a good example. Rinse tartar and rinse carpaccio. Sometimes I've bought them on sale, sometimes I haven't. But we know that they're on sale here, versus here we know they're not on sale. So it's definitely possible to work with the sale price and the sold price. We just have to ignore the origin price in this case. So if we have an article, and then if we do, for example, case when article sale price is not null, then discounted, else full price. Exactly, because sale and sold is equal, we can't calculate the actual savings, but I can know how often I have paid full price and when not. And that is almost equally valuable. When the article sale price is not null, then discounted, else full price, okay, and is discounted. So let's do true false, it's a bit easier. So we have an article and then we know if it's discounted, and then we can have the count of the purchase ID. So how many times we've purchased it. Number of purchases. I wouldn't go for quantity because I just want to see in which purchases it appears, if that makes sense. So you can make 2 reports, how much saved in total and how often per product. Something like that. That's the idea anyway. So we do group by 1 and 2, order by, I don't know, 3 descending. Let's see what this gives us. Oh, right. And we have to do where is, right. We need to do a small, I want to only have ones where we have true and false values for both. So we'll just do a little nested select. Select from, and we'll call this T2, T1, whatever. Select star from T1, where is discounted, oh, what? Nope. Is discounted in, and we do true and false. Oh no, wait. How do we do both? I think it's an and condition. Maybe there's a better way to do that. That doesn't work. Wait a second. What? How can I filter for the ones? That's an interesting problem. How can I find the ones that have both true and false? Okay, wait, let's order by 1. Not descending. A bit weird. So are there some that, yeah, here, okay. So this one appears twice. Count. That could work. Where? Yeah, we can do that. We can count how many times it appears in this data set. Count distinct article name. Article, thank you, Rick, for that suggestion. Article occurrence, and we'll just put a having. Having article occurrence over 1. Oh, right. It doesn't know this column yet. That's fine. Yeah, we need to group by again, sorry. Group by 1, 2, 3? Maybe 2. How many wait, 1, 2. Oh, number of purchases is gonna be aggregated. So it's gonna need 3. There we go. Okay. That's odd. What the? Nothing saved anymore. That's weird. Oh, right, it's distinct. My bad. That's weird. Why is it not? Okay, this is very strange. Count of the article name. Oh, right, because each row. I know. Okay, we did a mistake. we did a mistake. So this is fine the way it is, okay? These are the articles that we have, but we need to get the dupes from here. The way we get the dupes is, this is a CTE with base data as, okay, this is our base data. Now what we do is we do select star from base data, and we do here article name, no, sorry, count article name, and this is article name, article occurrence, okay? Art occurrence from base data. So if we do that, then it gives you each article, article name, blah, 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 group by one. So it gives you all of these, and then we can do having count article name over 1. There we go. So these are the ones that appear twice. And this is the, what do we call this? I don't know. These are the saved items. Can't come up with a better name. The reason we need to do it this way is because we've already counted something here. So each of the purchases are being split by discounted or not. So we need to do it here again and then self-join. Meaning we do select star from base data, right? Where this is kind of the neat thing you can do. Where bd.article name in, and then you do select star from saved items. You can do article name like that. And that's your whole shebang. And it gives you only the dupes. How cool is that? It's a very neat trick that I learned. So basically, yeah, this is really efficient, right? This is very efficient. You identify the duplicates and then you only bring out the duplicates. So what is the verdict? How much money have I saved through discounted items? That is a bit tricky. Which items are good for buying in discount? Well, on discount, on sale. This is the list of 212, so it's 106 items. Okay. I need to sort this properly, 1 second. So yeah. Basically, avocado, I haven't bought it on sale very often. Thank you, Ian, for announcing your presence again. I hope you're also enjoying the stream. It's a bit tricky because what we have to do to be actually correct, we have to make a little modification here. Because this is the number of purchases. What we need to do is actually do the sum of the number of purchases. So these are basically the number of purchases I don't know, let's call it total purchases. The reason we need to do this, if I can explain this. Oh, 25% complete. Wow. You all really want to see my face, which is very strange. Very, very strange. Very strange. Basically, this is what the saved items looks like. So you see, total purchases is 5, right? Which means we can calculate a percentage of how often I have purchased it on special. So this actually makes more sense.
Nice.
Rars, thank you for the very, very cute bits, I may say, if I say so myself. Have you been lurking this whole time, Rars? So what we can do is, because we know the... Yeah, there's no bunny one, I'm sorry. You're not that excellent, okay. Because we know how many purchases there are, we could calculate basically the total number of purchases, the purchases that it's occurred over the total. And we do that here in saved items. So we would do select star and then do number of purchases divided by total purchases. And we call this, I don't know, purchase share. And we have to now select not only article name, but also the total purchases from saved items. And yeah, now we need to join actually. We can't do it this way anymore. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So the way to do this now is with an inner join. So we only get the articles we want. And that is saved items, si on si dot article name equals bd dot article name. Now we only have both. Does this work? It does. So we want the bd dot article name. We want bd dot is discounted. And then I think total purchase share is enough. We only need percentages. We could even try and round this. I don't know. But we could float one of them and see if it works. Maybe. Nope. Doesn't like that stuff. I don't know what it is with round. Maybe some issue. It really doesn't like round. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's something I'll have to look into. I really don't understand why that is. It's very weird. Very weird indeed. So basically, this is our list of 212 items with the purchase share. And you can see where the split is 50-50. That means I've bought it equally on sale and not on sale. What is interesting for me is where the purchase share is over a certain number. So let's say having, I don't know. What number is interesting for us? Having number of purchases over total purchases be greater than 0.3. Yeah, now we need to do some group by stuff. Thank you, Rick. I see that we have similar thoughts on this one. Yeah, it's gonna be 3. Oh, now we need to do some order by stuff. Or Yeah. Order by 1, 2, 3. Having is after order? After group. There we go. I always forget where having comes in. And it always says, using aggregate free conditions in having might be inefficient, which I don't care about because it's all local. Now, let's be more precise. Greater than 0.32. So where do we have... Oh, well, this is the wrong way, isn't it? We'd have to calculate one for each of them. Because this is the ones where... Oh, that's very disappointing. Where? We need to do it this way. Where is discounted equals true. Now I'm confused. There we go. Yeah. So where is discounted true and the purchase share is over 33%. So these are all the things that I have always bought on sale. So apples, tomato sauce, chicken, etc. What we could do here is include the sale, how much money I've saved. No Heinz. I don't know, is there any Heinz stuff? Maybe. No, it seems like Heinz stuff is not on sale. Or at least not sufficiently amount of the time. Let's order by, just out of curiosity, let's just order by 3 descending. What is the most discounted thing? Oh yeah. That's how big brands work. Big brain move right there, Rick. Big brain move. So this is very interesting. I never buy, almost never buy smoked salmon full price because it's discounted a lot. I don't know why. Maybe they just buy too much. But yeah, 71% of the time I'm buying this discounted. Cheesecake, also true. I tend to buy desserts on special. Very weird. Ah yeah, these are the big ones. These are 1.5 liters. Okay. Chicken, more than half the time. Apples, tomato sauce, coconut chicken, avocado. It's like 50% right here. That's the sweet spot. It's like 50-50. Cheese, sweet potatoes, Coke. Yeah, I try to focus on buying Coke on discount, not paying full price. For basically sweetened water. Apples, some other stuff, and then there's like a long tail of a couple of other things. Cheese. Yeah. Okay, interesting. But smoked salmon, that doesn't surprise me. I really focus on that. I always buy champagne on discount. Pay 11, get 12. Ah, that's a good deal. Very nice. So that is the excursion of which items I buy on sale often. The question is, can we figure out how much we've saved? The answer is kind of. So if we just do the select star from personal supermarket shiny, and we do the sum of the article sold price, I'm honestly afraid to see this number, and I'll need to float it first. So I have spent 25,000 francs in food over 4 years. Oh gosh, that is a lot of money. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, 25,000 over 4 years. We do, let's say, 4 times 365. 17 francs a day. 520 a month. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Actually. It's really not that bad. 500 a month? 520 a month is pretty decent. 17 francs a day is not bad, actually. In all. And part of that is for 2 people, right? Not the whole time, but a large portion of that time I was feeding 2 people with this. So that's pretty interesting. Now, the thing is, so this is... Okay, so this is the sum of this. Now, the question is... yes, Switzerland is more expensive than most other countries, thanks to our fantastic purchasing power. Now, we're gonna round this. So this is total spend. Now, what if we just do where sale price is not null? Because it basically means the article was on sale. And this is the total, okay? Sales spend is 6499999, which is 65. So basically, I've spent this much on discounted items, which means they were technically more expensive. I don't know what the original price was, but we can make a little estimate. Normal discounts, okay? Normal discounts at the supermarket are usually either 25%, 33%, or 50%. With a pretty much a spread of sort of like, this is quite common, this is still pretty common, and this is end of the day. Now, I'm the type of person that would estimate that I have probably equally bought items in each discount segment. So if we were to assume that I've always bought items at 50%, 25%, and 33% equally, then we can just assume a 33% discount, right? Because that's in the middle, I believe. 50 might... Is that right? It must be in the middle. Is it too late for me? 17. 25 plus 17 is 42. No, it's not in the middle. My mind is fizzled. Okay. The average of 25 plus 33 plus 50 is 108. What? Oh, it didn't work that way. Oh, I can't do... Right. My brain is not working properly. Can someone do the average of these 3 values? Oh my gosh. Thank you. 36. Okay. Thank you, Rick, because my brain fizzled. So let's assume if this is the normal discounts, then the average discount would be 36%. So 36% applied on this means that if I had spent normal price, I would have spent 67% more than this. So 3836, it's just stupid math, but 3836.65 times 0.67. No, we need to do... Oh yeah, 5... Thank you, Rick. Oh. A charging cable fell down behind me and scared the crap out of me. 5994. Perfect. So basically, this is what the spend would have been divided by 0.64 exactly. So we saved, if we do 7.6 which doesn't exist, it would have been rounded up probably. It would have been gone to set. We don't have single centimes, so 599480 minus 3836.65 equals 599480 minus 3836.65 is 2158.15. Now, saved. What's interesting about this is if we do this a little bit further and say we've spent this amount, okay, 2158.15 over our total spend of 24910.40 is only savings of about 8.6% in total. Exactly. Which is marginal, actually, when you think about it. So I'm buying 90% of my goods at full price. I'm paying full price for 90% of my goods. It doesn't seem that way. So now my goal for 2021, thank you, Rick, will be 10%. Your wife would say that. Well, look, it's healthy for our wallet, right? This is basically math, but it's just basic math. So we will try to save 10%. So how much money have I saved through discounted items? And we can check this off. Not the most interesting thing, okay? But this is important stuff, okay? It's important. This is more interesting. Price fluctuation of different items over time. Now, what's interesting about this is that we have to start benchmarking when prices changed for each item. So what we need to do is actually create kind of a data table where an item has its price mapped to points in time. So I'm going to cheat and get my time series out because we need that. I'm excited for this one, by the way. Oh, I need to add a semicolon here so it knows it's the end of the statement. So we have a time series. Select start from time series. Right, this is our full date. What happens next? We need to do this will be indeed interesting per second. You may have to help me, chat, for this one because I'm not 100% certain about how we're going to do this yet. But let's see where we go with this. Basically, we have to compare how a price changed over time. It's probably going to be some kind of lag function where we check the previous time. So essentially what we do is we do article name and article sold price. But that's not enough. We also need the purchase date. Because if we don't have the purchase date, then we can't create this nice little list of when it was purchased. Actually, I'm going to flip this around. No, not like that. So we have the article name, the purchase date, and then the sold price. And if we order by 1, then we can actually already look for items that have multiple dates, because we're going to need at least 3 data points, I think, to know if an item changed price. What do you think, chat? I think 3 is already a good start. I think having count article name over 3 over 2. Group by 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we have avocado purchased 3 times. It's going to be a bit of a mishmash. There's only 3 items? It's going to be interesting because I think we actually need to truncate items a little bit. What is the item you bought the most often? The most often purchased item is the Max Havelaar. Where is it? This isn't working properly. You see, like, I don't know why this is not working. Maybe we'll have to do this outside this. My most often purchased item is the Max Havelaar chocolate biscuit, chocolate bread thing. It's pretty awesome. I bought it like 300 times or something. Select star from T1 per month. No. I would be rolling down the hill by now if that was the case. Select article name. Count. Purchase date. See, it remembered how I wanted to call it. It's kind of cool. And then we need another group by out here. Group by 1, order by 2, descending. What the? That was some weird stuff. Yeah, so there's some stuff here. Like I said, 333 purchases of Chokiwegli. Which in case you want to know what this is, okay? Because you want to know what this is, right? Chat, this is my favorite item. This. No, it's not a pain au chocolat. It's better. No, just let me open the image. Okay, it's just downloading it, which is not good. This is good. Yeah. So this, you can see why, huh? Yeah. It is a baked bread roll with chocolate bits in it. This is why I'm so surprised you all want to see face cam, because, you know, it's just me. Like, I've been stuffing my face with this thing like multiple times over the past years, so there's really nothing to see, honestly. But anyway, I digress. Look, it's delicious. That's all that can be said. If you start, this is no way you could stop. Yeah, and that's basically what's happened to me. I can't stop eating them because they're so great. Luckily, they're only 72 grams each, so, you know, could be worse. In any case, yeah, so these are the items that come up often, which is fine. So they have multiple purchase dates. So what we can do is, if we have an article name and then purchase date, and then the article sold price, what we could do is do like a lag function. Lag over partition. Well, we don't, do we need to partition here? It's not so far off pain au chocolat, but pain au chocolat is a very different batter. I mean bread, dough. It's very different dough. It's what's it called? Millefeuille, where they, you know, they keep folding it over and over with butter in between. And this one, this bread is basically just bread dough with chocolate baked into it. Yeah, what did I want to say? I lost my train of thought. Choo choo. Yeah, I wanted to Oh, you can't stop with pain au chocolat. Yeah. Chocolately is just delicious. If I do lag article sold price, okay, like this, over, and I do lag price or whatever, okay, then I need to not group by anymore, and then it doesn't cause any errors, okay? So you see here, oh, I need to order. No, this is not good. Wait. Order by 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2. Okay, so what happens here? Each price gets lagged to the previous one. See, it's lagging by 170, 170. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that each article only gets its own price lagged. So Adi's coconut 800, you see. I need to look up lag. I don't remember lag. All I know lag is games. Lag is bad. Postgres lag. I know it's like -1, but I can't remember where it goes. Offset. Yeah, that's right. Where is the yeah, that's the offset. So the offset goes here, like that. And that's very interesting. We do -1. It should not have. Oh no, it's purchase date, isn't it? I forget now. If we need to lag both? We need to lag both article name and the purchase date? That could be correct. Order by purchase date. That could be more correct. Yeah, that seems right. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, so essentially what we've done is each item gets a little window. That's what this over does. It's a window function. So each item gets its price logged. Aha, see? The price did change. But why did that price change? Probably because of the sale price. Because it was on sale. But that's also important because price fluctuations are also sale price. Like if it's on sale, then you buy it on sale. Like you don't have a choice in the matter. I suppose you could still pay full price if you wanted to. It's just a little bit odd. Yeah, I think that's a little bit odd. It would be a bit weird. So, price fluctuation. So now we need to determine basically the fluctuation. Now we have a lag, and now we can calculate how different is the lag price from this sold price. So we should be doing this in a new thingamajiggy. So let's call this price base. Oh no, this is the article list. This is the article list. From article list. So this is the pricing. Kind of a cool song. I like this. All right. So what does pricing look like? Just to make sure we didn't screw something up. Okay, this is what pricing looks like. Now, if the lag price is different, so we could do already in the pricing, we could do case when, it's a bit of a long one, but so when the lag of the blah, blah, blah is unequal to the article sold price. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay. Then we want the lag price. What happens else? Price lag. Okay, this is good. So we now have the price lag. Now what we can do is do the article sold price minus the price lag. We can call this price difference. Yeah. Float and like this. There we go. So this is the price difference to the previous one. You see, so some of them have changed, right? Some of them were discounted. And so what we can figure out is if the price difference didn't change that often. This is my idea. So essentially, if there is a price difference for the article, so what I would do is do article name. So these are the interesting items. Okay. These are the interesting items. It's basically select distinct article name from pricing where price diff is not null. And then we do article list, inner join, article list is AL, and now we're going to do interesting items. And this is the article name is mapped to the article name. That's it. And then we do al.star, and then that's it. So now we have, and we should do some ordering here. Order by one to ascending. Order by one desk to ascending. That makes sense. No. Order by one to desk. That makes sense. Oh no. Is that right? Oh yeah, okay. I wanted it just 1, 2. And then 3 desk. Like this. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so basically These are items where the price changed. So back in January 2018, this was $295, and now it's $310. Now we're only interested in a certain date range, right, Persican? I think you said it would be interesting to know if something changed during a lockdown. So we can have a look. Or during COVID. Let's do where purchase date between 2020 01 and basically end now. it's still going on, right? So let's see. All right. So essentially, we have to apply this condition to the price diff, because otherwise the price difference calculation isn't applied. How do we do that? Oh, maybe we just put it in the beginning, so we don't even have articles in there, like this, basically. Let's do like that. Formatting here is a bit odd. So we have time series, that's fine. Then we have our article list. From the article list, so we don't need to apply this again. Then we have our pricing. Then we have our interesting items. And now, there we go. Wow. Okay, there is really some stuff that changed. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so how would we visualize this? This is the real question. We can map each article to its own window and then show the min-max for both prices, but that might not reflect the change. See here, for example, pasta here was $4.40. I have a feeling that I bought 2 there, that we didn't account for quantity, which would be really bad. Because 580 and 290, it's exactly double, right? Cleansing is so important, isn't it? Exactly, Rick. Exactly. These are a lot more forgiving. Like this one here, for example. 565, 495. This dropped. This one went up. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Either this is the actual price, or I bought this on discount. Or this is the actual price and actually the price went up. Mexican Chipotle. This seems like there's a price hike there. Okay. So, yeah. Basil became 20 cents more expensive. Are you only considering items at full price? No, I'm considering also items discounted, because a discount is also real. It may not be temporary. It may be permanent. We don't know, right? Unfortunately, we don't know how long the discounts apply. What would make sense, though, is in the article list that the sold price is divided by the quantity. I don't need that again. As article sold price. Yeah, that's obviously going to be an issue. Yeah, so you see, actually, there's some items that cause problems. Still. Let's go find them. Personal, supermarket, shiny. Where quantity not like quantity like SB. Yeah, there you are, you bastard. All right, so the problem is that these were an issue. Origin price, we can go find these. 2020 08 07. That's fine, we can solve it. We can solve it. We have a bit of dirty data, but it's fine. 2020 08 07 1610 it was? Yeah. Lachsfilet. They always are a problem. Where's the salmon in here? El Salmoni. Lachsfilet mit Haut. 2 times 200 grams SB, yeah. 1920, 1495. Ooh, okay. Be careful here. They're not all that cheap. That's the comma. Yep. Back at the comma again. So these ones are all the same. So it's 1920 and it's 1495 on special. So 1, we can just correct it this way. 1, 1960. Where did it get that from? Where did it get 1960 from? Ah, so the original price was 1960. It seems odd. I wonder if it read that wrong. That makes me concerned. Okay, we'll just ignore that. Article sale price was $14.95. And then this sold price was $14.95. Okay, that's committed. Oh, there's more. Data cleaning's always fun, isn't it? I don't think I didn't submit it. Oh. $80-20. Yes. Data cleansing will take 80% of your time. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I mean, we saw it. 4 streams. 4 out of 5 streams. It's exactly 80-20. 4 out of 5 streams I spent cleaning the data. And 20% I've spent one stream analyzing it. It's just the way, it's just the law. Submit. Alright. Rachlachswürfel, that's a different one. 3 times 150. Let's check. Let's check the actual data for this one. So 2019 1109 would be one. There's a more recent one. 0706. Lachsfilet mit Haut. 2160, 1440. Okay, we can work with that. So 2160 is the normal price. Oh wait, hold on. 2160 and then 1440. It's the advantage of having DB access. You can do whatever you want, can't you? done. This one, is there one from Silburn? 2020 0504. There we go. 1960 1495. Interesting. Different price. 1960 14.95. So for anyone who's still here, congratulations on making it so far into the stream. Closing up on the midnight mark for me, I will be ending soon, but I'd like to finish this one. And most frequent items, we could definitely do that one quickly as well. Seasonality is a little bit more of a tricky one because I need to divide the months into seasons and stuff. So maybe keep that for another time. Okay, so there's some weird stuff here. 550, 550. When was this? 2019-06. Oh, that was a different one. Hold on. Silburn 0201. Shrimp. 2020. Wasn't it? 2020 0201. 2020 02 01. Come on. Yep. Okay, the shrimp. 2150 1075. Yep. So this should be 1. This should be 2150. This should be 1775. Was that right? Oh, 1075. 10.75. Submit this. One less problem. And I'm sure there's other article quantities that are not numerical, but I can't deal with all of them right now. I can't deal with all of them, can I? 2019-07-12 from Silburn. 07-12. Where's that comma? There it is. Rauch lachs würfel. 5.95 was the actual raw price. It wasn't on sale. So origin price and 1 and sale price. I'm gonna null it. Submit. And this one was Folketsville Folkyland. Zurich. I don't have many purchases there. I probably scrolled right past it. There we go. Schlieren. Folketsville Folkyland. 2019-06-22. Well, that's a big purchase. Where is that thing? There it is. Mersalat. That's a salad of algae, by the way. Quite delicious, I have to say. I can remember that. 550. And we get to null that. And done. Alright, so solve that issue for now. Let's find out what other stuff is in here. Yep, so there's some way other stuff in the quantity. We're just gonna have to filter it. Okay, where we're gonna do regex match article quantity. We want it to be any number from 0 to 9 in any occurrence greater than 0. Text integer. Oh, this doesn't work that way. Okay, wait. What is the result of regex match? I'm really confused about the result. Use regex in where? Oh, really? Just use a match operator, but that's not... Why are people suggesting other solutions? I want to see the regex version. Rick, it was a pleasure as well. Thank you for your inputs and hanging out with us. Hope you had a good night. See you again soon. Use regex match Postgres where? Come on. I know like, but tilde is... Okay, let's try with tilde. Willing to give it a try. If I can get a tilde. Is it N? Yeah, it's that one. Invalid input syntax for double precision. Yeah. Didn't think that would work. Problem. Definite problem. Oh, there we go. Really? Only 4 rows? That seems unlikely. Okay. Just gonna change these to 1. I'm not 100% sure if it's correct. But I'm pretty reasonably sure it's correct. Reasonably sure. Quite certain. Okay. Let's try like this without a negative condition. Ah, here we go. Here we go. No. Hold on. A to Z, or I don't think we can use thingy operators. 13 rows. Okay, we could deal with that. The prices are wrong for these. So the article sold price is definitely not the sold price. That's gonna be something else, isn't it? That's a tricky one. We'd have to go in and check these 13. I suppose it's possible. Are there any unique purchases? Yeah, there's only a couple. Means opening up like 12 PDFs to fix this. Nah, let's not. Let's do like this. I'm gonna do it really dirty, and I'm sorry chat, but it's late, and I'm gonna do it like this. What I'm going to do is make an exclusion list. Okay, and the exclusion list is gonna look like this. And basically, these are all the articles I want to exclude. So, article list from blah blah blah, inner join, exclusion list, semi-join to filter out the bad data. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what we're gonna do is exclusion list el on el dot. Oh, actually, sorry. Better. Where purchase date and blah blah blah, and ss dot article. I will just do like this. Article name not in select star from exclusion list. Gonna use the same trick we did before. This is basically our exclusion list, and now we can just exclude them. Easy peasy. Select star is inefficient. We'll use article name when we know that we can. We only need one field. And so essentially what happens here is the nasty ones get filtered out. Article list. Voila. And that's the sold price. All right, so that problem is solved for the moment. We may have excluded a couple items, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Nobody's crying about it. Yeah, so there we go. Now we have accounted for duplicity. We should see that in, where was it? Oh, okay, it's not even in there anymore because it was the same price. It was the Barilla pasta. This is very interesting. Ah, okay, so fruits and stuff probably doesn't work properly because these are too similar. These are too similar. I'm guessing these are within range. Yeah, any fruits I think are not working because the quantity is always dynamic, but stuff like this works. Definitely. Yeah, but some stuff is not working. So let's do 850. It's quite a lot. I think it's too much to look through manually. So we'll call this final list. And what we'll do here, we have the final list, and what we will do is also just do the min. Let's do like this: al dot article name min article sold price, min price, max sold price, max price, and group by one and just one, and then we will, oh come on, select start from, what's this called? Final list. We should make a little thing here. Select article name. And then we do max price. Min price. Wait, hold on. Max price. Max price minus min price divided by max price. I think that's what I'm going for. Something like this. Is that right? Some kind of percentage change. I think that makes sense. Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. Order by 2 descending. Voila. So fennel. Yeah, that's the vegetables I don't think work properly. They don't work because we're always buying different amounts. I think they just, something with the data, I'm not sure about that. So these I would ignore. These are vegetables. Vegetables, vegetable. Ah, here we go. Sandwich. Sandwich bread got 50% more expensive. Is that true? That would be the #1 learning from this, because I didn't know that it got more expensive. Article list. Where? Article name. Let's check it out. In 2020, the third, it was 1.2. Is this a quantity problem? I don't think so. I think it was 50% discounted. And then now it's twice as expensive. I mean, it was 50% off. And since then, we've never been able to buy it 50% off. That's also a learning. In theory. In theory. I mean, I guess. Interesting. Not what I wanted to see. What else we got in here? Eggs. Yeah, I buy eggs on 50% off a lot. So these are suspicious because they're 50% basically. So at one point I bought it half price, and then we bought it full price, and then that's it, right? That's why the price difference is 50%. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. Coke, for example. 6 times 1.5 liters. So a 6-pack of Coke. Okay. Let's check the price change. Look at that. Beginning of 2020, $7.95. Then up to 12, $7.95, 12, 8.4, 12.60, 8.80. So the price is all over the place here. And I buy Coke quite often, as you can see, unfortunately. So is that because of the pandemic? I don't think so. I think it's just normal price fluctuations for this article. For something in the sort of soft drinks sector. I mean, in the end, it's just sugar, so I don't see how it would have been super affected by pandemic. Bananas. Here's another one. It's another drink. Smoked salmon. That's interesting. That's the one I'm always buying on special, right? So let's check out the smoked salmon. This could be interesting. Not a lot of price points, but yeah, it got more expensive for sure. Crazily too, actually. Or it's not as heavily discounted anymore. That's kind of nuts. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, that's an expensive one. Good thing I didn't buy that today when I went shopping. What else we got in here? Very interesting. My cereal, for example, beer. There's some significant stuff in here. My cereal, for example. Oh, just what's it doing here? Oh, right, because of apostrophe. Why? Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Can I? Oh, I have to escape it. I think there was a thing about escaping this. Like that. No? Alright. My cereal. Wow. Okay, that's kind of nuts. So 660, right? Wow. I've managed to buy it on sale once, otherwise not. The other one didn't change. Interesting, really interesting. So basically this is affected by sale prices, which is basically what you said as well, which makes sense, right? I mean, it's on sale, so you pay less money for it. But yeah, I mean, like something like carrots, even carrots, the price has changed? I wouldn't have known that. Look at that. Look how the price of carrots has changed. I mean, these are local carrots, right? So like beginning of 2020, 220, then there's a price drop here in the beginning, in May. And then it went back up again, and then it price dropped again in October and December. Very interesting. And now it seems to have come down again. I wonder why that is. That's really interesting. It's really interesting. So yeah, this is kind of one way of looking at it. I'm sure there's like a better way to kind of do it in groups. If I had like individual categories for them, items, like I could say like, okay, these are all vegetables, etc. And it would be a little bit easier. Yeah, like, you know, toothbrushes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's really butter. Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating when you think about it, but I would love to have those categories. The main obstacle is that, oh look, BTS made a turkey breast. The main obstacle is essentially that I don't have the full data set of all the products. So as I said last time, I'm in touch with someone there at Coop to see if it's possible to get a list of all the products with the categories that they're in. Not with prices necessarily, but just products and their category. So I can maybe put something into the same category. To say, okay, show me all the fish stuff and show me all meat and etc. Because I think that would be really interesting. Yeah, you know, fish stuff. Roars, like fish stuff. So yeah, that is, show me all the meat. Filter where meat is present. I could do like some text stuff. but it's a bit late for that now. I had some ideas about like Levenstein distance and a few other little things that you can use to calculate text similarity in SQL. But it is definitely too late for that now. In terms of time, like time of day, it's already gone midnight here. Not too late in terms of learning it. We might do that next time. We might also do something completely different next time. Because as I said at the beginning, I'm a little bit kind of burnt out of this data set, which makes sense because we've done it now for 5 streams. So essentially, I don't know if we really answered the question about price fluctuations, but there are price fluctuations, mostly due to discounting. Can we find all the puppies instead? There's no puppies in this data set. I'm sorry. Or bunnies. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting problem. New data set with puppies and bunnies. Yeah, we could do something animal related probably. I could probably dig up something somewhere. But yeah, the next stream will be on Friday again. Even though it is Easter Friday, we will still be having a stream. Maybe we'll start it earlier, I don't know. Depends how I feel. That being said, if you have questions or requests or just stuff you want to say, do it. Put it in chat, join our Discord. Thank you to Dav Herman. I think it's Herman. It's just there's an underscore in between. Thank you to Rars. What are Swiss Easter traditions? Eating chocolate, basically. I'm not religious, so I couldn't even be able to really tell you what the traditions are. But thank you to everyone who joined today as well. It's been very interesting for me going through this this data set. A couple questions we didn't answer, like about composition of purchases over time, like can we make categories, which is quite hard to do. What are the most frequent items? That's a relatively straightforward one. We could probably cover that another time. And seasonality, what do I buy what time of year? We could divide the months into seasons and sort of see what are the top 5 items or something like that. We could rank them. That's something we could definitely do in a future stream. But for now, I think we've kind of seen what is possible with the sort of track yourself kind of mentality. It's very interesting. I would love to have a more complete data set and not have as many problems with PDFs, but we'll take what we can get, right? Because we can't show confidential data, so we work with what we can. I hope all of you have a great evening or afternoon or start to your day, depending what time zone you're in. And I hope to see you all on Friday for another stream. I wouldn't say Easter stream because I don't really have an Easter topic planned, but just another stream. Thanks again for all your support, and we will definitely be rating somebody. Let's take a look who's around. Let's see. I think we could raid quite a few different people. There's quite a few people around. I think the best thing would be if we would raid. I think we will raid professional grade beginner today. He decided to pop in earlier, so let's do that. Thanks again for your support, and bye bye.